Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I'm bringing you a game of RMD versus Feral Hunter Priest. But I'm going to take you through this video a little bit slower than normal and kind of walk you through step by step what I'm doing throughout this game. So in the opener here, we're going to be looking for CC on the Priest, the Feral, and the Hunter. How we do that doesn't really matter, but we have a lot of tools to do that. So we have Sap, we have Bash, we have Blind, we have Sheep, we have Clone, we have Kidney, we have Cheap Shot, and we want to go for some type of triple CC here on the Priest, the Feral, and the Hunter. My Rogue is kind of just in stealth, and he actually finds the Feral and saps the Feral, which is a very, very beautiful opener here to start with. So from here, he might go ahead and cheap shot the Priest, and do something to the Hunter. So let's go ahead and play this and see how it comes out. So we sap the Feral, cheap shot the Priest into a full Sheep. So we have CC on all three. So from here, my Druid can either sheep off the clone, sheep off the sap here onto the Feral. We can get a half sap onto the Feral. We can resheep the Priest off of the full Sheep, and we want to try to just continue this triple CC as much as possible. People say, how do you play RMD? This is how you do it. You want to get cross CC as frequently as you can. Since we're opening here onto the BM Hunter, I can either Orb or I can Ebon Bolt. Those are kind of my two choices. Since the Hunter is by himself in the open, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with an Orb because I can, and it's not going to break any CC, whereas later they might be stacked, and Ebon Bolt might be a better option because it's not going to break a Sheep or a Blind or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and Orb the Hunter, do a ton of burst damage into the Hunter, and as you can see, the Feral gets cycloned up here, the Priest is still in a Sheep, and we get deterrence and pet sack here from the Hunter. So we still have this triple CC going on, beautiful opener, and I'm going to go ahead and resheep the Priest out of this Sheep, and we're going to Ebon Bolt onto the Feral. So now we're swapping onto the Feral with a ton of damage. We get Feral's Trinket and the Feral's Wall. We put the Priest into a quarter Sheep, into a full Cyclone. So here we have the Feral low HP, the Hunter low HP, both of their trinkets down, pet sack down, all of this stuff is down, and the Priest is in a Cyclone. Now it's their time to do damage. Now, since we have no DRs, that means I can't sheep the Priest. We can't really go because things are still on stun DR, Priest is still on sheep DR, Priest is still on clone DR, so now it's their time to mess me up. That's why I'm popping my temp shield. I temp shield here at full HP, my Druid sits a little bit of CC, I temp back to full, I'm taking some damage, I get quite low, and I am forced into this ice block here. So that was kind of their go. It's a very back and forth thing. They go, we go. Now that I'm forced into my ice block and we get healed up, the Priest goes into a full kidney shot. Out of the kidney, I'm looking to either ring or sheep. As you can see here, I start casting a sheep, immediately maybe start casting a ring just in case I have to. Priest trinkets out of my polymorph, and there we go. Now all three trinkets are gone, and this game is looking pretty good. Now DRs are off again. Now it's time for them to do damage. My Rogue does blind the Priest here, but I do get stunned up, so I don't have very much burst here for the Hunter. So the Hunter is not going to go down. We couldn't follow the blind with any type of CC because the polymorph was still DR'd. So a little bit of a questionable blind there, and now it's time for them to do some damage. They're popping BM, I pop my temp shield, kidney shot onto the Priest. I do get kicked in my Ring of Frost. I actually want to go back and play that one more time. So the Priest gets full kidneyed, and I lay down a Ring of Frost. I cast the Ring of Frost and I blink and I get kicked, so I immediately start to cast a polymorph and land that CC. So this is one of the best tools you can do as a Frost Mage to guarantee and land that CC. If there's a kidney shot and you're trying to follow CC, you can start casting a ring. If you get kicked, then start casting a sheep, or vice versa. Start casting a sheep. If you get kicked, then start casting a ring. And it makes it so they can't. It's very difficult to kick you on both if it's only one person. So there we go. We land a full kidney into the full sheep, and I'm casting an Ebon Bolt now onto the Feral Druid. The Feral Druid does get his bear form off, he pops his wall, sacrifice from the Hunter, so we get a lot of cooldowns there. Once again, every single go we're getting trinkets, we're getting sacks, we're getting walls, we're getting pain subs, we're getting Priest trinket, a lot of cooldowns. My Druid gets CC'd, full feared, into a half trap, I think it was a scatter fear into trap, and then I am definitely forced into my ice block here after all of that goes down. Unfortunate. The Priest goes into a kidney shot. I get a full sheep off it just in case I start casting that ring like I always do. Orb here onto the Feral. He would have died here in this go because they had no cooldowns, but he pre-bared it, and that bear form just makes him so tanky. We get a half clone, as you can see, off of the full sheep. I get a half sheep off of that half clone. Feral's still very, very low here. Get a cheap shot onto the hunter, a quarter sheep onto the priest. The hunter go ahead and trinkets that. We get a half clone onto the priest. We have so much CC. This Feral's getting so low, but I'm getting low as well. My druid is in that wyvern sting, so I'm definitely pretty scared. I get kicked in frost, trying to get that ring down. The kidney shot goes out onto the priest. The Feral is getting very low. He trinket walls that cheap shot there. We have no CC, but this next go, or this next time we can do damage, it's going to be, a world of hurt for them. I'm also very low HP. I see the hunter is sheepable. He's off sheep DR, so I go ahead and try to sheep it. He feign deaths the sheep. I throw him into another sheep. The Feral's kind of like, should I go and kill the mage or should I run? He decides to go ahead and run. Sheep the hunter a few times. Cast a blizzard on all of these pets to reset the cooldown on my orb. I do have that orb coming back up. Orb is available now. So this next go for them is looking very scary. We kidney shot the priest. I'm casting a ring. I actually cast a ring on both the priest and the hunter there. Pop around to the other side of the pillar. Pop orb onto the Feral. Feral goes bare form once again, makes him incredibly tanky, but as you can see, we get a double ring on the priest and to the hunter, but then we get the sap off of the ring, and we get a clone off of the ring as well. So we're getting this constant cross CC, constant triple CC on all three targets, really making it very nice for us in this game. Continuing along here, priest gets cycloned off of that sap. We do get pet sacrifice onto the feral druid, just doing more and more damage. He gets so low, I actually belf the priest just for a little bit of extra CC. Kidney shot goes out on the priest. Priest go ahead and trinkets that. The sacrifice is falling. So much damage here onto the feral, and he does go down. Pretty awesome game there. I hope you guys like this format where I'm kind of slowing things down, pausing and playing, and really just like pinpointing exactly, what we're doing in each point of this game. Go ahead and pause it here on the scoreboard at the end. But yeah, thumbs the video up if you like this format. Thumbs the video down if you didn't. Really let me know down below in the comments if you guys would rather like me dissect one game and go through it really slow with you guys and kind of show you exactly what we did, or if you want me to play 3 or 4 games full speed and just kind of try to keep up but get more games in for you guys. So let me know what you guys like better. This was pretty cool, I think. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.